Oh, why hello there. My name is Finley12510, and you're currently watching Let's Play Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. I'll hopefully correctly spell it this time because I'm apparently dyslexic and don't know how to spell Radiance, but whatever. Last time we did chapter 16 and we had that awesome moment with Ilion the sniper, but now chapter 17, Day Breaks. Not the only thing that's breaking. Is that it? Wait, there's more! What are you trying to sell him, Neyluchi? Seems that Prince Rayson was able to escape Duke Tannis's villa, and make his way safely to Serena's forest. I forgot the voice I gave these guys, it's been so long. However, we have word that Tannis's men have entered the forest in hopes of recapturing the prince. We've not a moment to waste. Please, O King of Hawks, reach out your mighty talons, strike down these wretched humans, and rescue Prince Rayson. I implore you, your majesty, take wing at once. Why is Naysala not here? Matter. His Highness must not be seen here at this time. It's... What's going on, you old buzzard? King Kilvis is the White Prince's friend, isn't he? How do I put this? It's all very complicated. I care not for excuses. If anything happens to Rayson, blood will be spilled. Please, there's no cause for worry. Duke Tannis treats his works of art with a delicacy. Yes, I pronounced that correctly. So extreme that could be best be called abnormal. Like my speech pattern. We'd never let any harm befall Prince Rayson. He probably can't even bring himself to touch him. The king himself told me so. That is the only reason he accepted this proposal. Proposal? What I mean is, nothing escaped the Hawking's ears. You're screwed, Neyluchi. Hold it! You crow set the prince up? Why is it that Janaf reminds me a bit of Phoenix Wright? Besides the fact he just said hold it. It kinda looks it. I've also been playing that recently. Can't wait for Dual Destinies to come out on Thursday. I'm recording this on October 22nd, so you'll probably see this 2 years from now. Set up? No, that's not exactly. Don't hurt me. So that's the truth of it, eh? Naysala treated Rayson like a piece of merchandise and sold him to a human. No, that's not. The one who referred to him as merchandise was Duke Tannis. We never... It doesn't matter. Claiming ignorance does not grant you innocence. You treated Rayson like a trinket in a public market. Oh dear. If Rayson hadn't escaped on his own, perhaps the Crow King would have rescued him when things cooled down. Regardless, Rayson trusted in his friend and followed him into the trap. And Naysala spit on that friendship. That I cannot forgive. Your assessment of this old bird is correct. I'm a worm, nothing more. But please, I beg of you, temper your outrage. Let it cool. You're unbelievable. What is it with you crows, anyway? Everything you do is so dirty and deceptive. We'll never understand your ways. You hear me, Grey Wings? I hear you well, young hog, but our nation has its own issues. Fire Nation... No, I'm not gonna go there. That makes no sense. Anyway. This is not the time to yell at a tired old man. You must hurry to Prince Rayson's side. But to save, you can punish me in any way that you see fit. Tear me limb from limb if you wish. Please, go to Prince Rayson, I beg of you. This begging is unseemly and unwanted. We've rescued Rayson regardless of this pathetic show of tears. Return to Kilvis and report these events to your accursed king. Tell him that when this is over, King Debar and Fionasis will be paying him a visit. Yes, your highness. I know he deserves it, but I still feel bad for badgering the old coot. Your majesty, what will we do now? Oki, use your ears to pick out the sound of Rayson's wings, then tell me the direction from which it comes. At once! Janaf, use your eyes to peer between the trees and find me a road. You got it! Human scum. If you think to replay that night from 20 years ago, you'll get no quarter from me. Back in Mainall Cathedral. That you, Soren? You're up early. Actually, I'm always awake at this time. Really? Yes, you're the one who's up earlier than normal. I wanted to finish our mission today. I think my nervous energy woke me up. I understand. The last 2 days spent searching Serena's forest for that heron have been frustrating and fruitless. I'm sure he's in there somewhere, but I agree, and Duke Tannis' men are still hunting away. They must think the heron is there as... Pardon? Is there as well. The only place left is the forest's heart. That's where we should go today. With luck, we may finally locate our target. I get the feeling it's going to be a long day. You don't know the half of it. Why did they have to go to a transition just to show this, by the way? They were just talking to each other. Anyway. Ike is MVP! Okay, I get that. Wow, we got 25 grand. I'll take that. Okay, so, Chapter 17. You want to equip yourself for the long haul. So first thing I should do is... Volk, you sell that white gem, don't you? Yep. I gotta sell that. Some... for 10G. Okay. That is all well and good. At full guard, I don't know who I'll give that to. I went over Devdan in the last part when we got him. Chapter 17 is... While I'm busy doing this, I'll talk about it. Chapter 17 is the longest chapter in the entire game. It is 4 entire maps long, stretch into one chapter. The chapter by itself is not necessarily hard, but it's incredibly tedious and long, and that's why most people hate this particular chapter. You need a new javelin, so... Wow, I really need to just... I just need to take time and, like, organize everything. Let me just go into supports right now. I went and checked how many chapters Ike and Soren have to participate in together to get to B rank. I think it's 12. So I must be at 11 right now. I'm not sure if the individual parts of chapter 17 will count. So close to that A rank, but whatever. I think this... I don't think I have any sports I want to do. Priest from Duke Tanis's villa insists on speaking with you. So let's see what this is about. Let's go for all the info conversations. Master Mercenary, it is my understanding that you pursue Duke Tanis. It is researching Serena's forest in hopes of capturing him. And if I am? Duke Tanis' property borders the forest, and he knows much about its layout. For quite some time now, he's been sending men into the forest to look for any herons who may still live there. So you're saying that his troops know the forest well. I too have been taking into the forest. You? Why take a priest? He thought that herons would make themselves known if a priest called to them. He's also taken dozens of casting maidens and tried having them called to the herons as well. He didn't find any, did he? No, and yet this time, the joy he expressed after paying such an exorbitant price for the Serena's royal was aberrant. It was not natural. Duke has gone mad. To think that he would dare to defy the apostle, he's damned. And here you stand. You're going to tell me what you remember about the forest, even though it means you were betraying Tanis, right? You read me well. The beginning of the heart of the forest was divided into 3 large sections, maybe more. 4 large sections. 4. It was nearly colorless and difficult to see far. The muddy floor pulled at our feet and progress was slow. Many of the soldiers around me were afraid that they didn't bring enough supplies. They said a person would need them if he got lost because getting out again would be no easy task. There were a lot of them. He had soldiers of every type. It was said that his mounted units and magic users were especially powerful. So at the very least, you should be prepared to deal with calves and mages. My parents, they both participated in the Serena's massacre. They're nearing the end of their lives, but even now they lie awake at night and beg the goddess for forgiveness. I became a priest in order to help my parents, but then I was assigned to work at Duke Tanis's villa. I knew of his terrible deeds, but his position as an imperial senator frightened me. I've been silent for far too long. Master Mercenary, you must rescue that Serena's youth. I beg of you. May the goddess guide your hand. Don't worry, I have no intention of letting that villain steal him from before my very eyes. Here you are. We've been in Banyan for a while now, so tell me something. Why are you still here? Are you pretending to be our friend so you can lance us in the back? You have to understand, I didn't know anything. I was born and raised in the Tao region of Dayan. It's a very remote area. My father was a soldier, and I grew up thinking that I too would one day be a soldier. A soldier to make my father proud. My life was simple. I questioned nothing, doubted nothing. Do you know the first thing we were taught in Dayan schools? Subhumans are evil. Subhumans are the enemy. Subhumans must be eradicated. The army stages periodic subhuman hunts. You'd find refugees from Banyan hiding in our mountains and forests. You participated? You don't get it. That's just how things are in Dayan. No one taught me the word Lagoos. No one taught me that subhumans could be like this. No one cared. When I saw the bird tribes at sea, I was convinced that the teachings were true. They were inhuman monsters. But later I saw the dragons push your ship off the reef, and it confused me. What if I had been raised to believe a lie? My heart pounded at the thought of it, and my doubts only grew with time. So you decided to remain on board in order to discern the truth. That's a true motive, isn't it? How did you know? I've known a lot of soldiers, and none would ever accept charity from an enemy. It would wound their pride. You obviously have pride to spare, so I knew there was some other factor at play. Well, have you reached a conclusion? What will you do? I want to stay here. At first I thought I could protect my old life, that I could prove the subhumans were monsters. But I was wrong, and now things are different. The Lagoos. I want to know the truth about them, and I need to base it on what I see, not what I'm told by others. In that case, you can stay as long as you like. I appreciate it. I think meeting all of you was a very good thing. Hey, she's finally coming around. That's nice. Let's speak to Devdan! I'm not going to... I don't need to say any of that, do I? But hey, he's having a good time. Looks like he's having fun, that's all I care about. Have a minute? Oh, Captain! How are you today? It's Commander, not Captain. Well, you seem to be enjoying yourself. That's just what I said! That's because this garden is so pretty. Devdan loves all plants and flowers. How about you, Commander? They're alright, I suppose. That makes Devdan really sad. Alright is not a very strong feeling. It is boring. You should be a more emotional Commander. Even things you're used to will show you something new if you look hard enough. And discoveries are exciting. That's what life is all about. At least that's what Devdan thinks. Some disagree, and that makes Devdan upset. You may be onto something. In Crimea, when my father was still alive, I think I was more open to such things, but now I just don't have the time. Honestly, all I can think about is defeating Dayan. I have no energy left to spend on flowers. If you talk like that, you will never defeat Dayan. What did you say? The war is new. If you're already so focused on preparations, you'll wear out before the fighting begins. Hold on a minute. So remember how I said there was a button that could display a backloggery? I forgot what that button is. It wouldn't help me now though because I'm not in a conversation, but whatever. So as for experience, you want Ike to be level 20 by a certain point in this chapter. Not necessarily before it begins. But during Chapter 17, you want him to be at level 20. Because you're not really going to use him for much during Chapter 20 after a certain point. Other than that, what do I want to use bonus EXP on? I guess I could give some Rolf, but you're just gonna destroy all my dreams again, aren't you? By getting no stats. Well, here it comes. Strength, speed, luck, and resistance. Oh my god, it's like a Christmas miracle. You got point of strength. I don't remember how many you start off with. But I'm not sure. I think you're below what your average generally is, though. Which is slightly upsetting. Other than that... let's give Jill a level up. This will take you to 17, won't it? Yes. HP, strength, skill, and speed. Very nice. Okay. And other than that... I don't know. I don't want to give anyone else any experience. You're good. You're good. You need a javelin. So let's hope the armory carries one. Nope, I don't need an iron sword. Night killer. Nope, no javelins. Chuck Testa. Just night killers. Oh, did that again. What the hell? Huh. Wow, they carry a lot of Hort Cav effective weapons. Which makes sense because you're going to be fighting a lot of them. I'll buy one and give it to Gotri, I guess. You might need it. Who has a javelin? Oh, that's right, Neffany has one, and I'm not using her anymore because she's sucking. Well, actually, she's not sucking, she's just not getting any stats. Wait, she's not that she's not getting any stats, she's not getting any weapon levels. How have you not got any weapon levels? It continuously boggles my mind. As for skills, I forget, what's Boyd's occult skill? Colossus. In certain conditions, increases damage when the unit on exceeds the enemies. So every promoted unit has their own special occult skill. And this is Boyd's. But I'm not exactly sure what that means off the top of my head. I'll think about it a bit more. Devdin's is the Luna skill, which will sometimes reduce the enemy's defense by half. Another unit that learns that skill are generals, which is what Gachi will promote into. Gachi. Okay. I can't assign the same skill multiple times. Oh no, why would I want to do that? Oh, so I can't have two vantage skills, but why would I ever want that? I really need to, like... That's right, you don't need that shine tome. You need another knife. So take that one. No, you don't use blades. Put that back. Put guard away. Put the full guard there for now. Thing with the full... Speaking of guards... So... Hey, gotcha. Guess what you're getting? Guess what you're gonna get? Because why not? Yeah, I think that'll do it for this part. Next time, let's play Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. we'll jump into the hell that it will become chapter 17. See you then. I am not ready.